Welcome to the Blue Oval Carn Barn. This is segment 3. We're here with the McLeod family and we're talking about a reveal of 3 cars that were in a barn in Enterprise, Alabama that we found back in 23. There was a Boss 429, a Boss 302, a Boss 351, and a 67 Shelby. The Shelby had the engine out and the engine was scattered all over this barn full of all kinds of stuff. It was really difficult to find everything, and we did the best we could, and we found most of it, and we were able to get it back together. Now, this car was built as a day 2 car, so it's not concourse correct. I have another 67 Shelby that is. The big problem with this car was it was a decision. It's an early Shelby. I would have restored it and not the other one, but I was already halfway done with the other one, so I was kind of financially sunk in the other one. So I built this as a day 2 car. My motivation for this car was to build the car I would have built back in the 70s if I had the coin to do it, which I didn't have. The ones of you that know me from this little town like I was know I did not have the coin to do that. If I would have had the money, I would have built it as a day 2 car. To me, what that means is it's built with pieces that were available in 67, even though they're not the correct pieces. For instance, it's got a 66 427 side oiler in it that John Vermeesh up at Ford Performance, Total Performance, hooked me up with in Detroit. It's got powder-coated wheels on it because they were so oxidized I couldn't save them. It's got stripes on it. This car's not supposed to have stripes on it. A bunch of little things like that I did to the car because I want to drive it. It's my car. I can do it how I want. So you guys can complain about it, I guess, but this is what I wanted. My other one, I'm going to have it here soon. I'll do a video on it. It's concourse. If you see anything wrong with it, I want to hear about it because Jeff Yurgovich is going to hear about it, okay? Now, we're going to reveal this car for him. The real problem with this car was it was almost good enough to leave alone and keep it as a survivor, but it was just so rusty and so corroded underneath. There had been so much rodent damage in it, I couldn't bring myself to do it. We built this car ourselves at the Blue Oval Carn Barn with all of our friends, partners, and sub-suppliers. So this is not a concourse correct Shelby. I want to say that one more time. This is a day 2 car that I'm going to drive. We're going to reveal this car beside the other car at the Muscle Car Nationals in November in a display called Show and Go. Here's a flyer for that. You can see it right here. Here's pictures of this car when we found it in the barn in Enterprise, Alabama with these 3 people here, okay? We found it. It was their brother's car that had been sort of abandoned, okay? Sort of abandoned. And we were kind of the first people to ever see these cars, and they had been hidden for many years in a small barn in a small town in Alabama, and I'm very glad you guys chose us to care for them. Here we go. 67 Shelby GT500. What do you think, guys?
All the stuff he got stacked on this
Just
wood.
gorgeous.
It's just credit you can't have.
Now there again, this one's got a 427 side oiler in it, which is how I would have built it back in the day if I would have owned it. These stripes are not original, and I put them under the clear, under the paint, which I'm not supposed to do. The wheels were so corroded that I had to powder coat them, so they're not correct. There's some other things that aren't correct, but this is built to be a driver. And then the show and go display, this is the go part. Believe me, buddy, this one runs. I'm going to start it. How sweet is that, guys? Let's see if it'll idle. It even idles with 2 4s on it, guys. What do you think about that? This is segment 3. I hope you'll watch all 3 segments. Goodbye from the car barn. Finley Ledbetter, the McLeod family from Alabama. We'll post some pictures. We'll post some pictures. Thank you very much.